Well, there is number one, and he's missed the acceleration too, because this is Carlos Sastre. Now Andy Schleck going again. Bang, bang, bang. He keeps throwing it at these riders. He's trying to dislodge Alberto Contador. Contador on the defensive. He is not opening up the gaps at all, as we can see now. He looks over his shoulder. He can see he hasn't unlodged anyone at all from this group.
Well, that's the big thing, isn't it, Paul? Armstrong could be losing his second overall to Bradley Wiggins here. Wiggins doesn't look like a man in trouble at all.
He's not in any difficulty at all. He's covered every acceleration. You do notice, though, that Andreas Kloden is there. Kloden could also be moving up into third place overall tonight. Armstrong has lost himself around about 32 seconds at this point. He's probably not too concerned. He's going to allow all the other riders in this group to do the pacemaking.
So Lance Armstrong in difficulty now on the climb of the Col du Petit Saint-Bernard, but up front now the yellow jersey is under attack by the white jersey of Andy Schleck. We've got three riders up front with 34 kilometres, 21 miles from the finish. Now he's waited until he saw the chance, and Lance Armstrong is countering the move of his team. He's trying to reach them with a sprint up the mountain.
Well, he waited to see what the position was of all the other riders in that group.
Well, Lance Armstrong has countered the move as we cut away here up to the situation as that is Kim Kirken trying to reach Armstrong. They are trying to cross the gap now to the yellow jersey group of Alberto Contador. These are the groups that Armstrong and Kirken are trying to reach, and it's Andy Schleck doing the work.
Coming across there, this is Christian van der Velde coming across the gap to Lance Armstrong. But oh, he tries to go past Kirken, who can't hold the wheel of Armstrong.
Well, that's a nice reaction, I must say, from Christian as he just gets across there. The rider reaching there is Rigoberto Urán, who is a very good climber. A bit surprised to see him, but he's come up and he's hung on to Christian. The two Americans here in tandem now, trying to reach the group up front. This will be a terrific support too for Bradley Wiggins if Van der Velde can get there.
Voigt now has been picked up by Andy Schleck's group, and he's going to try and bury himself. Even if it's only for 500 metres, it gives some respite to his leader there. And there you can see Contador out of the saddle, dancing away, keeping an eye on the rider from Luxembourg just in front of him.
He knows that Armstrong is coming. He keeps looking over his shoulder to see, is he close enough? He won't attack the yellow jersey. Armstrong might well join here.
Frank Schleck had gone from that group. He'd been caught out by the acceleration of his own brother. He was going backwards very shortly. Lance Armstrong is going to catch Frank Schleck and go by him.
6 riders are left in this very select in-house fight here for the leadership of the Tour de France. And I know there are riders ahead, but this is the race right here. 2 minutes and 8 seconds now.
This is Lance Armstrong. He's dislodged the climber from Colombia, Urán, and he's dislodged Christian van der Velde. He's gone straight by Frank Schleck. Goodbye, Frank. You're not having this back wheel. You may well be a young bike rider, but look at this.
Lance Armstrong is countering the move now as he continues to leapfrog the groups here. He's getting very, very close. He's got rid of Christian van der Velde. He's past Frank Schleck, and he's headed up now to the yellow jersey of Contador.
We expected him to go better on these long mountain stages. What he's looking for is that yellow car in front, because that yellow car, Phil, is the neutral service vehicle behind Andy Schleck, behind Alberto Contador, and that is what his goal is here this afternoon. He's looking for them.
And he's getting them.
Well, just round the corner, Alberto Contador probably knows that his teammate Lance Armstrong is coming across the gap. The race referee has pulled them out of the gap there. Frank Schleck has recovered a fraction here. Armstrong is doing a phenomenal ride here this afternoon. He's going to go straight by Jens Voigt, and very shortly he'll be back onto the group of Bradley Wiggins. Wiggins now has decided to set the tempo at the front end of this field, but Armstrong is almost back. He's grappling the last few meters to get himself into this leading elite group of professional bike riders at the Tour de France 2009.
Well, Johan Bernil just told Lance Armstrong, he's just told Contador that Lance is coming. Contador looked over his shoulder and Lance has arrived, and the big stare there from Andy Schleck. He must be surprised to see Armstrong here.